You totally swore you would never do it. You were a definite no. You would never be that girl. And guess what? You find yourself wondering, should you go into network marketing? I totally get it. I've been there. So today I'm going to help you figure out, once you decide that you're going to look into this industry, how do you pick the right company? See you on the inside. Today I'm going to help you really take a step back and think like a business person, what is the best company for you to join? This really came to mind because I saw some recent news where a popular network marketing company is going under. And this is such a bummer, you guys, when I see this, because, people have spent time and effort building something. And so I want to give you some thoughts, some things to think about before joining any network marketing company, things to consider while you're looking. All right. So the first thing is really compensation. No matter, I've got notes down here. So in case you're wondering like why I looked down there, no matter what you were doing, whether you were, opening a brick and mortar, starting a new job, new career, you would know how you were going to be paid. So it's super important when you're looking at any network marketing company that you understand what are the basics of their compensation plan. How are you going to get paid? And are you going to be paid well for what you do? Because this is important, you guys, because not all compensation plans are equal. And you want to make sure you understand profit margins and how much money are you going to make from the efforts that you put in. So typically there are a couple things to look at. You will get a percent off of anything you do from a product standpoint. So you want to know what the margin is, how much are you going to make when you sell product. And then typically there is typically you make money or earn money off of helping people get their business up and running. So understand, how much do you earn? How wide can you go? Meaning, I like to look at them like mini franchises. So if I have one business partner and I help her get up and running, her franchise up and running, think of it that way. Can I have 100 direct franchises to me, or can I have 10? Does it max out in width? And then where does it max out in depth? Because typically you get paid on either, they call them levels or generations. So just understand that because it's important. And one of the beautiful things in network marketing is the ability to earn off of an organization. And that's where it's really sweet. So understand, how does that work? You don't need to understand every detail of it, but you need to understand the basics of it. Then the other thing that I would do not be afraid to ask this, you guys. I would ask, how would I make $500 in my first 30 days? And that is a great question because the person that you're considering joining in business should be able to very easily show you what it would look like in the company that you're considering joining to earn $500 or more in your first 30 days. How much product would you have to sell? What would that look like? How many hours are you putting in? Now, these are in a perfect world type situations, but it's important that you ask that question because when you go into the business, you want to be clear, like, what is the requirement of me to earn money, right? You're going into this to earn money. So, all right, understanding the numbers, know the compensation plan, know the basics. You don't have to know all the ins and outs because some of them are very complicated, but understand that not every compensation plan is created equal. In fact, some are really not that great. So do your research and then ask the question of the person that you're talking to, what it is going to require, what will be required of you to earn $500 in your first 30 days. Okay, that's the first thing. The next one is really centered around numbers as well. And I know this can make some people's heads spin, but bear with me, you guys. You are a CEO. You are looking to start a business. It's very important that you know the numbers. So, what are the monthly requirements of you? What is the monthly cost of doing business? Does your cost go up as your income goes up? Or does it remain the same? Is it an inventory-based company? I have seen this time and time again, you guys, where the appearance of a very, very low entry fee is there. And then once the person joins, they're required to buy all of this inventory to keep their shop or their business running. And you guys, inventory is not only do you have to have the space for it, but it's an expense. So your cost of doing business, you may think that you're buying a business for $20 or $40 or $100, and then you get in and there's $5,000 worth of inventory. You want to know that going in, okay? So what are the numbers? What are the monthly requirements? Are there any monthly requirements for you to max out the pay plan? And does your cost of doing business go up as your income goes up, or does it remain the same? And then is there inventory requirements? It's a big deal, you guys. You want to know. All right, so the next one, my next tip is all about leadership. Now, this topic is interesting, you guys, because many people will tell you that it doesn't matter who you join in the business as long as they know the system and they can point you in the right direction. And technically, that's true. But you guys, let's get real. It matters. Leadership matters. Just like not all compensation plans are created equal, not all leadership is created equal. So you want to do your due diligence and you want to make a smart decision, just like you would if you were interviewing for a position or if you were looking to be hired by a company. You want to know basic information about your boss or your soon-to-be boss. Now, in network marketing, we aren't bosses. We are partners. But it's important that you know some basics about your partner that you're joining. For one, if they are a hot mess and they're all over the place, the likelihood of them being able to lead you to success is pretty minimal, you guys. I love the quote by Maya Angelou that says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them, right? If this person is a hot mess and they're all over the place, what in the world makes you believe that all of a sudden you're going to join them in business and they're going to have it all figured out? It just doesn't work that way. So be smart. Now, look, I totally get it that, sometimes if it's a sister, a mom, a best friend, and you don't have any options, like you really have to join this person in business, I get it. What you want to do once you join them is start looking around in your lineage. Basically, your lineage is all the people that have gone before you. Find in that lineage a leader that has had the success that you are looking to have and learn from them, okay? But if you can avoid joining someone that's a hot mess and that kind of thing, find a leader that has like values and that has the goals don't necessarily need to be the same, you guys, because typically in a company, you can outpace people that come in, people that brought you in, which is a beautiful thing. It's one of my favorite things about this industry because you don't have that ceiling on top of you. But you want to find someone that has like values, the same moral compass that you have, and that is driven and can show you your path to success. Okay. So remember that not all leaders are created equal. It's a really unpopular topic, you guys, but it's so, so true. All right. The next tip is that you need to become a consumer of the product. So I started my business without trying the product before. And so that's totally doable because you're doing a business, you guys. But once you are in a company, it's very important that you are a consumer of the product. You become a walking billboard for whatever product it is that you're representing. And it is so important that you are. I'm in the skincare business. I use the product because when people ask me what I use, I want to authentically be able to say, this is the product I use and this is why I use it and this is how it feels. If you're doing weight loss or health or whatever, you need to be a consumer of the product. So make sure that you are comfortable with using the product on a regular basis, okay? You don't need to try it before you join a business. A lot of people will tell you that you do. I did not, and it has been the best decision of my life to be in the company and the business that I'm in. I trusted the product based on its track record. So be smart about it, but you guys, honestly, be a consumer of the product. You become a walking billboard for the business that you are representing. And so it's very important that you are comfortable using the product. So if you are, let's do an exam. Well, I don't know. I'm not even going to give you an example of that because I don't want to say anything ill about any business or any product. Just know that you are going to become a consumer of the product so that you can realistically share your experiences with the product. All right. The next one is you want to choose a company that has consumable products. And what I mean by that, a consumable product is something that it's used either daily or weekly, monthly. I mean, daily is the best because the more that people are using the product, the more that they're going to need to replenish it either after a month or 2 months or 3 months. You want a product that is consumed. Here's why. When you rep a product that is only purchased once a year or maybe once every 5 years, your consumer base has to be huge for you to find success. When you rep a line that or a product that is consumable, those customers are coming back month after month after month to repurchase from you. So it's super important. It makes life easier for you as a business owner when you rep a consumable product line. Reputable and consumable, okay? Those are two very important things. All right. Expectations, you guys. Man, if you're looking at this space, you're looking in this industry, it's an amazing industry, you guys. I have never experienced anything like it. I am so glad and so honored to be part of this industry. But I want to be really, really upfront with you guys. If you're looking at this space because you think that it's going to get you rich quick and you're going to make millions in 6 months, it's not the industry for you. And it's probably, no matter what company you're with, it's not the right company for you because this space, there is a huge financial return for people that build the foundation, but it typically doesn't happen overnight, you guys. It takes a while to build your foundation and get the right business partners and hone your skills and really learn what you're doing in the industry. So if you're looking for a way to make really fast money and get rich quick, this just isn't the right industry. I hate to burst your bubble, but it just really isn't. And I get so frustrated when people join and they have these crazy expectations and then they're super angry at the industry. You guys, you're building a business, and any business is going to take time to build the foundation for you to hone your skills, for you to become the leader, the CEO that you were meant to be, okay? So, all right, the next one is to think like a CEO. Here's the reality. If you opened an ice cream parlor, or if you opened at any brick and mortar, you would be sharing with every single person that you know. You would be talking about it on a regular basis. You wouldn't be obnoxious about it, but you would make it clear that you were the owner of the ice cream parlor. That is the same with this business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. But if you come in and run it like a CEO, like a smart business person, it can pay you very well. It can create a complete, total life of freedom. But you have to come in with the right mindset and you have to come in thinking like a CEO. And it's super important, again, that you're not choosing a company based on the latest flavor. You're looking at a company that has some meat and potatoes to it. little bit of substance. Okay. They've been around a while. They've got some proof behind what they're doing. Because here's the reality. There's always a new flavor, and there's always, in this industry, people always want to be first. They think if they can be first, that's where big money is made. And that can be true. But the reality is you want to find a reputable company with a product that works, and you want to think like a CEO from the get-go. Okay. It's not a 9-to-5 job, you guys. And so because it's not a 9-to-5 job, it is, you need to be fluid and flexible, because you might be working this business in a very different way than what you would work a normal job. And some people that come from kind of that traditional space have a very hard time wrapping their head around that. But trust me, this lifestyle, this entrepreneurial space is incredible. And man, I will tell you what, it's so good. So good. Okay, the other thing that I want to share before you jump into a network marketing company is understanding that you and you alone are responsible for your success or your failure. We so often want to throw it on, other people. The company was bad. The product was bad. The training was bad. I didn't have support. I didn't do this. The reality is you are responsible for your success. Now, most companies have a very duplicatable system in place that will show you the road to success. And your leaders are going to point you in that direction too, because trust me, as a leader in network marketing, I want my entire team to succeed. Not only because I have a kind heart, but you guys, the better they do, the better I do. So the model is set up to want teams to, like leaders want their people to succeed. So with all of that in mind, it's still up to you what you do with it. Okay. So come into it with the right mindset, understanding that your success or your failure is up to you. And trust me when I say, if I can do this, if I can build in this space, so can you. Anybody can. It is the great equalizer. It is the great leveling of the playing field. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to live in a certain geographic location. You don't have to be the most popular. Like, it is the best for that, you guys, leveling the playing field. It is incredible for that. Another thing that I hear about all the time is, I don't know, I'm shy, I'm an introvert, I don't know. I mean, the company sounds incredible, but I don't know. Okay, here's the deal, you guys. Introvert, extrovert, combo. Your personality is not going to make or break you in this industry. I promise. We have massive introverts that have found crazy success. And we have massive extroverts that have found crazy success. And we have people that are combinations of both, me, that have found massive success. So it's not about the personality. It's really about consistency, grit, determination, passion, and personal drive. So once you find the company that is the right fit for you, those things are going to either skyrocket your business or plummet you into complete and total failure. Okay, so I'm going to say those again: consistency, grit, determination, passion, and personal drive. Okay, so don't worry, don't get hung up on if you're an extrovert, an introvert, shy, not shy. That stuff doesn't matter. It really does not matter. We have seen every possible personality type find success in this space, and that is one of my favorite things about it. Okay, so it's more about your determination and your drive to succeed. Like, I really think that the people that I find that succeed in this space have a really big reason for success. They either want to help their daughter, or like in my case, I wanted to be home with my daughter. I wanted to work myself out of corporate. So that was just so, I was determined to do it. People that find themselves in a financial situation, people that are, want to put their kids in private school. Like, there has to be that driving factor behind why they want to do it. Okay. They have a big passion, purpose that they want to see. Okay. Here's something else when you're looking at this space It is so important, you guys, to set boundaries with who you are listening to and who you're taking advice from. I've seen it all too many times. Someone is looking at the space, they're super excited about the space. Well, maybe they're not even that excited about the space. I think a lot of us enter this space with I would never do this. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I was there, you guys, but I'm so glad I did. Trust me, I'm so glad I did. But when you're in the exploring phase, be so careful who you listen to and who you share with, because I think some people really have good intentions, but they don't know what they don't know. And so they start spewing out all of this crazy stuff like, I don't know, something that they heard about the industry, but they don't have any experience in this space. And so they're really setting you down the wrong path and giving you bad advice, even though they don't mean it. So just be careful when you're doing your due diligence, when you're researching, be careful who you listen to, okay? You would be best served to talk to people that have found success in the industry and get their honest opinion about different companies, what to look for, what not to look for, rather than going to your best friend or your sister or even a parent that doesn't have experience in this space, okay? So be very, very careful with that. Very, very careful with that. Seek advice from people that have already accomplished where you want to go. That is so important, you guys. It's so crazy to me that we look at something like this because we want something different. When I was looking at this, I wanted a way out of corporate. I had a great job in corporate, a great career in corporate, you guys, but I worked a ton. I had those golden handcuffs that they talk about, and I wanted a different way. Why in the world, when we want something different, when we see a different path, do we ask people for advice that are either stuck or have never gone where we want to go? We want to talk to people that have accomplished what it is that we're looking for to get that advice, okay? So talk to people that have been where you want to go when you're looking for advice, when you're looking at a company, when you're looking at joining network marketing. All right. And the last one that I want to encourage you is to choose faith over fear. This is so important, you guys. I've heard so often from people that they're excited, they're ready to go, they've got the money, they've picked the company, they're ready, but they're afraid. And they think that fear is a warning sign. Guess what, you guys? Every single person that I know that has joined this space has been afraid. I was scared out of my mind. I had hope. I had this lingering fear, but I also had hope. So just know that the fear that you feel is completely normal. I will put myself out there and say every person that has joined network marketing has felt the same thing. So you're not alone, and you can do this. You can do this. Choose faith over fear and give it a shot, you guys. I really felt like when I was looking at this, network marketing one has completely and totally changed our life, you guys. And when I was looking at this, I kind of got to a place where I was like, what is the worst possible thing that could happen? And that worst case scenario wasn't that bad. It may bruise my pride a little bit or something, and maybe lose what it costs to open the business. But that's one of the benefits of network marketing, is that there's pretty low entry fee, no matter what company you're looking at. So what's the worst that could happen? And then what's the best that could happen? I was like, man, if this works, if this is my path out of corporate, I have to do this. And guess what? It was. So I want to encourage you. I get that you're probably going, I can't believe I'm looking at this space. I can't believe I'm thinking about this. I can't believe. I get it. I was there too. I did not have any clue that people found success in this space, but they do. And you can too. So choose faith over fear, you guys. I hope these tips are helpful. If there's any questions that I can help you out with, just plop them down in the comments. I am happy to serve any way that I can. Have a great day, you guys.